So, Gillian, first of all, how did you feel before starting our online coaching?
Sluggish, and I just knew I had to do something. I had been going to regular classes at the gym, but I wasn't seeing any results. And I just wanted to see results. I was also stuck at a weight and I didn't want to be stuck at that weight.
For sure. So then, what made you want to start training with me?
So you put up on Facebook your drop a dress size in 5 days, and I'm always up for a challenge. So I thought I would do this. And when I did manage to drop a lot of weight in that week, and then there was the opportunity to do the training, so I took it.
Love it. What was your goal when we first started?
To lose weight. To lose weight, but also to maintain a level of fitness, so that I feel better as I get older, and just there's so many things going on, and especially now. But I mean, COVID hadn't happened when I first started with you, but now I just feel like I need to be fit enough to fight off viruses and such, like, in just general well-being.
Totally. So, what results then have you seen since starting?
Well, you've just told me today that I've lost over a stone and a bit. I have muscle definition that I had forgotten I had or could have. My diet's better. My fluid intake of and water is better, and my energy levels are a lot better. Actually, I'm not sluggish at all.
Perfect. I mean, yeah, well, let's have a look. So we dropped 7 kilos. A centimeter's gone all round, from every part, which is awesome. And I think for you, one of the things that really stuck out to me is that your fitness levels, when, you've been doing your Couch to 5K, and what sort of differences have you seen with the training side of things?
So the training was, before we came off for COVID, I was going to a gym twice a week, and these were classes. So they were pretty standard classes for all round people of all levels. So they were pretty all round, but I was doing them. And I had done like marathon walk. So I'd done a kilt walk, 26-mile thing. So I knew I had a level of fitness, but it was just getting that back up again so that it made a difference to how I look.
Yeah.
And burning the stuff off. So I found the training really useful, because it's now I'm back where I want to be, working to how I want to be.
Definitely. And I think, a conversation we just had is that we know in terms of your results, we're on the right track now. So we're in a real good spot that our focus now has changed onto trying to amplify your training, your strength, your endurance, because we know, you know what you're doing in terms of the diet and how you're going to get to your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And, since we've started, we've layered so many habits to get to where you want to be. And would you find it hard to go back to how you was before, do you think?
I probably wouldn't, but I wouldn't forgive myself if I
did. Love it. Honest as always. So,
but I'm annoyed because now I know this, and now I know what makes a difference, and it is only through speaking to you every week and getting the education behind it, and all those myths are now blown out the water type thing, and the stupid things that I used to say, which you never took as stupid, but I often said stupid things, and I just think now, why would you? Why would I go backwards? What's the point?
Definitely.
This is where I want to be. Yeah.
Understanding is key. I always say that, because now you've got the understanding of how you've actually got to where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's lifelong now. This stuff that we, you now understand, it's not changing in our lifetime. So you've got this stuff for life. So honestly, how do you feel right now?
Right now, I feel amazing. I'm really quite proud of myself because I don't deal, well, I don't deal in kilograms. So today when you counted out my kilograms to me, I was like, oh, that's over a stone, because I'm old enough to do stones and pounds. but so just the achievement is great. The first it's not been easy though, I'm not going to lie, it's not been easy. And there was a time there where I didn't sort of dip out of it, but I could have, and it would have been really easy to dip out of it, because getting here to this now has been a long haul.
Totally agree. And that's where I think definitely a lot of people will go backwards, because they'll focus on the scales when, as you've now seen, like, it's just the scales is a minefield. So it's really, yes, it's an overview, but it's nothing to be measuring against your results, because it doesn't give the full story. And yes, we had a few weeks where it was stable, but then suddenly, whoosh, the body's a weird thing. And when that, it would have been easy for you to go backwards at that point, if you wasn't on track, if your mindset wasn't where it has been. So, credit to you for sticking with that. What have you enjoyed rather the most since our time together?
Just finding the joy of exercising again, even on lockdown.
Yeah, definitely.
But we have been allowed to go out, so I've started running again. I haven't run since high school, and I found that I quite like doing that. And now that I've also found that backed up with my HIIT stuff, that the high intensity stuff is actually working. So I seem to have found a formula for me. But the stuff indoors as well doesn't take up a lot of time. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And once it's done, I'm just so smug, it's unbelievable.
Exactly, that's perfect. And then, what do you have any renewed goals now? Like I said to you just a minute ago, the weight loss and all that side of things is more than on track now. We know what we're doing. Do you have any new goals that you've set yourself?
Yeah, because I was signed up to my fitness pal. I'm now signed up for, I can't even remember what it is, but it's so many steps in 30 days or miles in 30 days or something like that. So I'm signed up to that. I'm in a group on my MyZone thing. My Fitbit keeps shouting at me that I only got last week. I suppose to drop another dress size would be nice. That's where I've noticed the biggest difference has been in my clothes and just the way things sit on me now as well.
Totally.
And that bit of chicken fat here.
Totally. So, and credit to you, you've absolutely crushed it. And I'm really excited to show your progress pictures as well. So we'll unleash them soon. What would you say to anyone thinking about starting this journey?
I'd say do it, but I'd say be prepared to work.
Definitely.
And be prepared to be disappointed some days, and be prepared to be annoyed at yourself if but don't be too annoyed, because you won't be annoyed. Do you know what I mean? It's just absorb the support that you give, and just and don't beat yourself up if you do have a bad day. Correct. But do it. It's so worthwhile. Yeah.
Correct. There's no such thing as a bad day. That is the truth. We just, and that is it. Not beating yourself up, because that's just going to put us backwards. It's just about keep regrouping. Yes, there's going to be challenges, like there is with anything that we're going to, when you're making massive change, there's going to be challenges. But credit to you, you've overcome everything, and we're in such a good spot right now. And now it's time to put our foot on the gas, because, like I said, the goal is shifted. The weight loss side of things is more than on track now. Our focus is on your training, how we're going to maximize that. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for doing this with me. And it's just got to keep going now, keep crushing, keep moving forward. And I look forward to see what the future brings.